Custom user fields. In this video, we'll discuss the custom user fields available for the registration page. To get there, in your navigational menu, click Content Control and go to the Custom User Fields tab. Under the title bar Custom Registration Fields, you'll find the list of custom fields available. As you can see, there are some system fields that come pre-generated. Those can be edited, however they cannot be deleted. As a note, if you use a payment method of Authorize.net or PayPal Pro, then you'll need to activate the last name, the address, city, state, zip, as these fields are used on the Gateway's API, so they must be passed across. So you must have these activated and set to required. Other payment methods do not require these. If we scroll on down, we can see under the title bar, Create Edit Custom Field. This is where we'll add a custom field. So as an example, let's suppose that we're using an internal membership site for a company, a large company, and what we'll want to add is the employee number so that we have some sort of reference as to the employee number and the user data. So as an example, let's suppose that we're doing an internal blog for our company, a large company, and what we want to do is add the employee number so that our employee number is associated with the user data. So when they register, they'll have to input their employee number. As you can see, as I type in a label, employee number, the name of the field, this is the system name that will be generated, is being reproduced. It's done in all lowercase, and any spaces automatically puts the underscore where the spaces are. Next, we have to give it an input type. As you can see, we have many options here. We have a text field, single line. This is most commonly used for just a short input, which is what we'll be using for the employee number. So you can type in a text area, multi-line. This will be used if you're adding a comment section or something along that lines. Also, in the attributes, we can tell if it's going to be a read-only. This would be a great place to put a section of text that isn't an input, but is more of something to be read on the registration page. HTML, if you're going to use bold and different characters like that, you'll want to use the HTML input. Password, as you've seen in many password fields, it'll give you the dots as opposed to showing you what you type in, so it's an encrypted. You can do a select drop-down box where you can make choices, a check box. So this is something you would use for multiple selections, for instance. A radio button, it looks like the check box. The exception is that you can only choose one with the radio button. This is, you often see with a circle beside it, and you fill in the circle with which choice you want to make. Hidden field, set value. This is if you're going to pass information into the user's profile that you want to make sure you already know what the answer is. So a good instance may be that you're putting the company name or something in this particular field, and you're going to go ahead and fill that in on their profile. Label, this will be a read-only field that you want to give information out. And image, this is pretty self-explanatory. You're going to display an image on your registration page. This is where you would input that at. So for our employee number, we're going to use the text field single line. For display attributes, we have a few choices. Required means it must be filled in. There's no exceptions. That is what we want for the employee number. You can set the field as read only, which means they can only read the text that you pre-populate in. In this case, that's not what we're doing here. We can hide the label, meaning it's just a field that will be filled in without a text beside it telling you what the field is. On the following show on fields, we can tell what pages this needs to show up on once it's filled in. So on the register page, yes. We want this part of the profile, yes. The payment page, yes. And on the public profile page, we'll leave that blank for the employee number. So on the public profile page, if you're giving out information, you want to be careful what you allow to be shown. So a name would be good. Email would be something you would want to keep hidden from a public profile page, unless you want to have people getting spammed. And we'll hit save. So now that we have successfully added the employee number, we'll want to activate that new field. So we just hit the checkbox. And it's now added. So let's go take a look. So here we have the Platinum subscription package registration page. And as you can see, we activated a few different things. Here we go. The last name, address, state, zip, city, employee number, and the ability to register it. And that's custom user fields.